Hey everybody, Michael from GetFitOver40.com. A little update on how the everything everyday workout program I'm doing is going. So if you didn't watch my last video, what I'm doing is I'm training every body part pretty much every day. I just want to give it a try. I train my abs. I've always trained my abs every day, and it's one of my, my highlight body parts that people comment on is my abs. They're pretty blocky. They're obviously, when I get lean, they're pretty cut. They stand out. So what is it? Is it because I train them every day? Is it just genetics? Hard to say. I don't know. But I have done a little bit of research on training a body part or a muscle group every day, and some people are going to say it's overtraining. Some people say you can get stronger and grow that muscle by training it more often. Frequency has been proven to work. Is every day too much frequency? Who knows? I'm going to find out. That's what I'm basically on this journey. So I'm working out essentially 5 days a week, and I'm training every body part 5 days a week, one way or another, with kind of the exception of calves. I'm hitting them 3 days a week, and my biceps and triceps, so arms, I'm hitting twice a week. But because I'm pushing and pulling every day, I'm theoretically working my arms every day to some degree, and my calves a little bit. When I do some pressing and squatting, they get a little bit of a workout as well. But not as much as obviously when I do calf dedicated exercises. My biggest concern was, will training body parts every day, or just kind of that amount of, doing a push and a pull every day, is that going to affect my joints, especially my arms and my knees? Will it bother them? Will it overload them? Is it going to cause, because I tend to get like almost like a tennis elbow type injury. I wouldn't call it injury, it's more like just an annoying pain that crops up right in here in this muscle. And I've had that several times. It's actually still there a tiny bit, but it's mostly gone. And so I didn't want that to get worse. After a week of doing this, now this is just the beginning. I can't go and say that this is how it is, because it's only been a week. But after a week, my joints feel good. And the reason for that is because instead of doing, all pulls, so if I was doing back, say if I was doing back day, I'd be doing lat pull downs wide, I'd be doing them narrow, I'd be doing rows, right? Some more pulls. I'd be doing all the stuff that involved that elbow joint pulling on it. And then I'd probably finish with bicep curls, right? More hitting that area. And just the overwhelming amount of exercise hitting that spot over and over again overloads it to the point where, I wouldn't call it an injury, but it really flares it up. And it takes a long time for it to recover. Usually by the time I get to my next pull day, it still isn't recovered. I'm not going to say I don't feel it when I train this way, but I haven't got those flare-ups that really, really hurt. I'll feel my bicep in that area a little bit after I do, say, curls or a really heavy pull, say if I'm doing a wide lat pull down, but not nearly to the extent that I would feel it if I did a full day. So far so good. Knees feel good, elbows feel good. In terms of getting stronger, it's way too soon to tell you. It's only been a week. But this, I did, today was my first repeat day. And so I did basically the almost identical program I did last Monday, and some of my numbers were higher. I'm not going to say I'm stronger at this point, because it could just be a day that I feel a little better, right? That does happen when you train. You'll have good days and bad days, and that just happens, right? So we're really too soon to say whether or not this type of program is going to, make me stronger and bigger. I'm feeling good. That's all that matters. One advantage I didn't mention to kind of training every day, where you do essentially almost like a circuit every day, and you hit each body part every day. I say a little bit, but you do one really hard exercise for that muscle group every day. Like today I did squats and I killed it. I did box squats up to 275, nice and deep. So I was getting, really deep. I used a very low squat box. It was actually quite a low chair. So it was a deep squat, and I was doing 275 for sets of 12. So, that was my heavy set, and that's pretty decent, right? You really get a good session in that way. So what I found, though, what I'm trying to say here is, if I miss a day at the end of my work, let's say I'm only able to work 4 days that week, it's not a big deal. I've still hit each body part evenly all week, right? If you miss, you know, your last workout where you have a program workout with splits and things, you could be completely missing a whole muscle group at the end there. So that's the cool thing about doing everything every day is whether I work 3 days or 5 days or 6 days a week workout, it's not really going to matter so much in terms of hitting each muscle part evenly. So that's another little bonus, right? So if your schedule is kind of all over the place and you really don't know how many days a week you're going to be able to train, then doing this is definitely a cool way. You can just rotate through your sort of create different days and just keep rotating through them. All right, that's pretty much it. You know, obviously there's going to be more things to talk about another time, but I just wanted to hit on how it's going, how this everything every day training program is going. All right, thanks for watching another getfitover40.com video. Until next time, take care.